Ladies and gentlemen, Smackdown comes to you live today from Aberdeen, Washington, as Jinder Mahal is set to come out here. Make sure you drop a subscription, comment, leave a like, any of that good stuff on this video, as we have been going absolutely crazy with UCB since bringing this back 7 weeks ago. By God, thank you so much for coming out and supporting us on this journey. My God, this man has a long-ass introduction. We're kicking things off, though, with a Money in the Bank qualifying match. It's a tag team action as Jinder Mahal tags up with J.D. McDonagh coming up right there to take on R-Truth and Sheamus. The winners, both men, will get added to the Money in the Bank ladder match at Money in the Bank in just over a week's time on Sunday, May 12th. And this man making his debut, while he does represent the Judgment Day, has not been yet seen on the roster. But the winners of this match will join up with Ricochet, Karrion Kross, Chad Gable, Robert Roode, and 2 others at Money in the Bank for a chance at that briefcase. A World Championship reign possibly looming in their future. We do know what time it is.
Well, we crank it up. Let's crank it up. Now here we go. People over there, what's up? You feel me? Stand up and say what's up. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
R-Truth, charismatic as always, making his own way out here. Doesn't need an introduction. But this man, the Celtic warrior Sheamus, has not been seen yet, making his debut. Coming out here and hoping for a chance at that Money in the Bank briefcase and getting his hands on that World Heavyweight Championship coming up.
And representing the Brawling Brutes from Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at 267 pounds, the Celtic Warrior,
Sheamus, as I mentioned just moments ago, making his debut here for UCB, and what a bigger way, and there's no bigger way to do it than in a match to get your way towards the World Heavyweight Championship. Of course, there's always more than one way to get to that World Heavyweight Championship, and that is through the Colossal Television Championship, which Jinder Mahal knows quite a lot about. The man who created it, the man who brought it to UCB, the man who's held it twice, never for very long, but it's got that stipulation. And of course, later tonight, you know where I'm going with this. The Colossal Television Championship is on the line against McIntyre's friend, taking on Colossal Bronson Reed to see who's who with that belt. And of course, the reason why I mentioned all that stuff is because the winner, or sorry, the person who can defend that championship 10 times in the run of their reign, get an automatic opportunity at a world championship whenever they choose. The only thing they must do is relinquish the Colossal Television Championship and redeem that. Of course, Bronson Reed currently sitting at a pretty, I believe, 4, maybe 5 defenses on that belt so far. Of course, he hasn't had the opportunity to defend it recently because he continues to be attacked and bamboozled by Drew McIntyre. But that's... I'm very entertained, Sheamus. I'm just telling the crowd and the people all about the things that are going on behind the scenes, as Bronson Reed doesn't have to wait very much longer to get his hands on Drew McIntyre, if in fact he can beat McIntyre's mystery opponent tonight. Bronson Reed has been confirmed a match at Money in the Bank against Drew McIntyre, where he gets to do whatever it is that he wants, because that match, I've just been told, is inside a steel cage, ladies and gentlemen. Big DDT there from Sheamus. I should get involved and actually commentate on this match rather than hyping up something else that is unrelated. But talking about that for like 2 minutes now is Gutbuster to Jinder, and Sheamus goes to the top rope. Big knee to the side of the head of Jinder Mahal, and Sheamus goes over to tag in R-Truth. JD McDonagh also makes the tag as R-Truth sidesteps that dropkick very easily. Irish whip down the ropes. JD McDonagh takes down Sheamus. There's only room in this place for one Irishman as R-Truth goes for that corkscrew tackle of sorts, but doesn't quite get all of it. And JD McDonagh locks him in that abdominal stretch. However, R-Truth with the reversal DDTs him with his kneecaps. I don't know what that move is, but it's kind of strange. Now R-Truth, big DDT of his own. Some proper one, but JD McDonagh immediately kips up and hits a DDT off the middle rope. Springboard action. Man is small and can fling his weight around very clearly. Man has got something to prove with big kicks to the side of the head as R-Truth rolls to safety. And Jinder Mahal is tagged in to replace the tired partner. Jinder Mahal going straight for Sheamus here. A lot of history there in season 2, I believe. These two had a few matches against one another. But R-Truth taking control here. Trying to do the best that he can. Went for what might have been a little Jimmy attempt, but Jinder Mahal reverses it. Gets him up for a backbreaker. Takes him down. Oh, kip up though. R-Truth immediately back to his feet. Eats a suplex. And a knee drop. Jinder Mahal looking to get himself back into this business as he's been kind of on a bit of a losing streak for a while now. And has not been able to kind of keep himself relevant in UCB. However, he's trying his best. Trying to pin R-Truth right here, but a kick out at the last minute. Not even the last minute, he kicked out before one, but you know what I mean. Another suplex from Jinder here. Trying to keep the control of this match in the corner, in their corner, sorry, so that they can maximize the amount of win. But a coloss coming from Jinder Mahal right here. Down goes R-Truth. JD McDonagh in the ring, but Sheamus breaks up the pin. Now clothesline from R-Truth. Jinder Mahal is down. Alley-oop bomb. Thought he was going to go for the pin attempt there, but he decided against it. R-Truth firing up and on all cylinders here. Irish whip into the corner. R-Truth looks like he is feeling a bit of pain though. So maybe, just maybe, this is gonna be everything he can do. Sunset flip. Now R-Truth tagging in Sheamus. Sheamus picking up Jinder. Following elbow tie. Backbreaker, signature Irish curse from Sheamus here. Picking Jinder back up again. Irish whip into the ropes. Bicycle kick. With that brogue kick, I should say. That's what it's called. And JD McDonagh accepting his fate. Not wanting to cross the path with Sheamus and R-Truth here. And, well, I guess those two are moving on to Money in the Bank. Joining the other 4 men in that ladder match. To put on one hell of a performance, taking down a couple of fellas from across the pond. I don't even know. I don't know where I was going with that, but that's okay. That's okay. We move on now as we've got Cody Rhodes in action, but Seth Rollins says that's not going to happen. We're not going to let that happen tonight. Seth Rollins frustrated, tired, and pent up of all the nonsense that Cody Rhodes has been putting him through over the last few weeks. And Seth Rollins takes him out on his way to his match against MVP. Also making his UCB debut here The referee probably going to call this match off. No, rings the bell and tells Cody to deal with it and get in the ring. MVP goes in for that quick clothesline, misses Cody Rhodes. Big reversal, Irish whip now over the top rope for MVP. Trying to get Rhodes under control here with Rhodes with a forearm. A little back and forth action here. Off the ropes, disaster kick from Cody Rhodes. MVP is down and out, folks. Irish whip now into the ropes. Scoop power slam signature Dustin, or Gold Dust if you will. And now lay it in with the closed fist blows to the forehead of MVP. Continuing to do it. Almost relenting his own frustration. Showing Seth Rollins what he's going to do to him at Money in the Bank. For that World Heavyweight Championship next week. Next weekend, I should say, 9 days away. Cody Rhodes is not letting up here. Taking MVP out. He hits him with that crossroads. Down he goes. As the New World Order picks up their first victory, perhaps, and they do. The New World Order setting things straight. Their first one on, that was the first match that the New World Order member has been a part of. And Seth Rollins is back out here again on the apron, or on the entrance ramp. Cody Rhodes looking to challenge him up here. Can we get security to keep these? Because this is not going to end well. We already saw how this went at the start of this match. They're in each other's faces here, and Cody swings a fist, and they're going back and forth hockey style fight. As we got a police officer and security coming out here to break these guys up. Seth breaking free. No, not enough. We got to keep these two apart until their match and Money in the Bank. Of course. All that chaos aside, we got to get down to the real meat and potatoes of things. All right, and that is finishing up week 4 of the ThrowDown tournament.
Representing the Bloodline from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 251 pounds, Jimmy Uso.
And this ThrowDown tournament, we're going to move on to the Sofa League. Closing up this week. So of course, we got Ilya Dragunov pick up the win over Grayson Waller this week. LA Knight took out Carl Anderson this week. And right now, we got Jimmy Uso taking on Kevin Owens. And of course, Kevin Owens, not someone to shy away from in this tournament, currently with 6 points. Hoping to make that 9 points this week.
At 266 pounds, Kevin Owens.
Jimmy Uso rivaling his brother in every way that he possibly can in this tournament. However, sitting pretty with 6 points right now, as well as these two men looking to see who can crack into that tie. Sorry, for first place. This, of course, Ilya Dragunov moved his way to 9 points on Monday. What can he do? What can these guys do tonight to bring themselves up to that level, tying themselves for first and second for first place? Sorry, my words are not wording well today. I apologize for that, but we're doing what we can here. As Jimmy Uso looking to take down the almighty Kevin Owens. That's not his nickname. That's Bobby Lashley. He's on the other side, but that's okay. He's fighting also tonight. He's coming up right after this match, actually, as we're gonna have Bobby Lashley take on Bron Breaker, the badass. Jimmy Uso, though, not shying away from dishing out some punishment to Kevin Owens here in every way that he possibly can. Wrenching on the head now, and Kevin looks like he might have been worming his way out of that, but no. Jimmy is still in control here. Irish whip into the corner. Roping up the arms now and trying to keep this thing under control. And in his control, I should say. 1 minute in, and it's been all Jimmy so far. This man is trying to say, hey, I know I might have taken up that loss against LA Knight, but that's okay. I'm just as good, if not better, than my brother. And I can only imagine what a showdown in the finals of this tournament would look like, where it's Jimmy versus Jay, brother versus brother. That would be an absolute incredible match to witness. If done right, of course, given these two the proper amount of time to do what they got to do. Jimmy to the top rope, big elbow. Down he goes on Kevin Owens. Getting fired up. Back to the top rope once again. Thinking Uso splash. Yes, he is, but Kevin Owens rolls out of the way. Kevin Owens got some blood on him, too, as he hits Jimmy with a super kick right there. Off the rope, big splash. Coming. There it is. And for that pin attempt, too, Charles counts him at 1. Jimmy's going to have to take a little bit more of a beating than that to take him down. He's stubborn like that as he gets a DDT. Kevin Owens now thinking that splash once more. Yes, he is. Doesn't go for the pin attempt this time, however. We're going to keep this going. We're going to do this every way we can. Stunner attempt. There it goes to stunner to Jimmy Uso. 2.5. Maybe 2.25. A little bit more from Kevin might be needed here to take Jimmy out as he clotheslines him over the top rope. Follows him to the outside, but Jimmy's immediately back to his feet. Slamming Kevin into the apron. Referee starts counting. These two are brawling on the outside. Neck breaker from Jimmy Uso. Tie up once again, and Jimmy getting this match back inside where it should be. Kevin looked like he was running for the ropes for maybe a springboard, but he gets a back body drop from Jimmy Uso as he catches him mid-run. But Jimmy throwing the finger up. The bloodline is in control. Of course, Roman Reigns, also a member of the Smackdown roster, but we haven't seen him in a few weeks. Last time we saw him was, I believe, a match against... My God, I don't even know the last time we saw Roman Reigns. Oh, Jimmy in for the pin, though. Kicks out at 2. Roman Reigns hasn't been seen since his match with Rob Van Dam on the 12th of April, 3 weeks ago. Maybe taking some time off, taking a bit to heal. The hardcore matches can take a bit of... they can take their toll on your body. Much like wrestling a regular match, but a little bit worse when those chairs get involved in the tables. Leapfrog there. Jimmy throws Kevin over the shoulder. Kevin Owens DDT off the middle rope. Absolutely incredible performance from these two. Closing in on 5 minutes. Off the ropes again. Big splash coming. Yes, it is. Down he goes. Kevin Owens looking to try and seal this one away. Goes to the outside to meet Jimmy. Sprinting now. They lock up. German suplex on the outside. Folding. Jimmy in half out there. Whipped into the steel steps. And now looking something else. No, Kevin fights his way out. Elbows to the stomach. We are over 5 minutes elapsed in this match. Of course, throwdown rules states 15-minute time limit. 15 seconds on the ring out. Big boot from Kevin Owens on the inside of the ring. These men looking to pick up 3 points to move on to first place, or tying for first place, I should say. Whoever can get the win here will be the one to do it. Kevin Owens looked like he was going for something big there, but he comes up short, and so does Jimmy Uso. It's Kevin with a forearm to the back. I keep wanting to call Kevin J for some reason, and I don't know why. Big forearm, or spinning back elbow takes down Kevin Owens, and a 2.5 pin count. 6 minutes elapsed in the match, folks. We're already twice as long as some of those matches. Uso splash onto Kevin. But yeah, we're already twice as long as some of those matches from Monday night. 2 3. Jimmy Uso picks up the 3, tying himself with Ilya Dragunov for 9 points for this week, folks. Absolutely incredible match coming up right now, though. We got Bobby Lashley, the Almighty, scheduled to take on Bron Breaker. Looks like Bron's coming out first tonight. Bron Breaker, statistically speaking,
It's scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds,
Bron Breaker has been statistically eliminated from first place, but a win tonight against Bobby Lashley and then an upset victory against Jey Uso next week could put him into second place, which would be rather impressive, as Bobby Lashley here sitting with 6 points, looking to pick up a win against Bron to move himself to 9, which will secure him second place.
weighing in at 273 pounds, the almighty Bobby Lashley.
So to reiterate on that, Bron Breaker needs to get lucky twice to get second place. Bobby Lashley just needs to perform tonight to get to second place. And I think he can do it, as Bobby Lashley, the Almighty, is not one to shy away from a fight. These two men preparing now for this one. Charles Robinson in the ring and ready, rings the bell. The two lock up. Bron Breaker thrown into the corner. Now wrenching on the arm. Elbows to the side of the head from Bobby Lashley. Bron Breaker goes down and out. Hip toss though. Bron turning this around in his favor. Bobby Lashley gets a foot up to stop him before he gets any momentum. German suplex, tossing him across the ring here. Bobby showing his strength and his power. Not only that, but his determination to take this one all the way to the top. And he's going to do everything that he possibly can to make sure that that happens. Wrenching on the neck now. Elbow drop goes down. Bron Breaker taking some punishment here. One. Just a count of one there on that pinfall attempt. Bobby Lashley looking to keep control here, just over a minute and a half into the match, or just under a minute and a half into the match. Keeping the control, keeping himself on top of Bron Breaker's offense. Anytime he gets something going, he swings it right back into his own favor, but now they crash to the outside. And Bobby Lashley taunting a little bit here, getting in the head of Bron Breaker, getting the crowd firmly behind him here as he's looking to move his way into second place. And if, of course, there's another tricky thing about this. Bobby Lashley is facing Shinsuke Nakamura next week. And Bron Breaker is facing the undefeated Jey Uso. So let's just say Bron Breaker gets a win over Jey Uso next week. That'll lock Jey in at 12 points. Bobby Lashley, if he gets a win tonight and he gets a win next week against Shinsuke, that'll put him in at 12 points, making a tie 12 points apiece for first place. Whole different ball game when you're fighting for first. But of course, there's a lot of moving pieces on that, as Jey Uso has got to lose against Bron Breaker, and I guess we'll see if that happens. Bobby Lashley, though, set up in the Dominator. Down he goes. I'm getting distracted talking about points and statistics. Less than 3 minutes. Count of 3. Bobby Lashley takes the win and securing himself firmly in a second place with 9 points. Of course, you want a real breakdown of the point system and how all this works. Throwdown tournament continues one more week next week. There's a little bit more information about what's coming your way. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the ultimate showdown in the world of wrestling. Introducing the most electrifying tournament of the year, UCB presents ThrowDown. 12 fierce competitors will clash in the ring across 2 epic round-robin brackets. We've got the Sofa League and the Recliner League. But that's not all. The stakes have never been higher, with the grand prize being a guaranteed shot at the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. The runner-up, they have a golden opportunity to challenge for any mid-card championship of their choosing. Catch all the heart-stopping action every Monday and Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, only on UCB and only on this channel. Remember, the rules are simple. No outside interference, a 15-minute time limit. And for scoring, a victory by pinfall will earn you 3 points. A draw, 1 point. And a loss will earn you 0. UCB presents ThrowDown. Don't miss a moment of the action. Tune in and witness history in the making. Little bit of an error there in that promotional video as the points were slightly out of date, but hey, these ones are correct. It's Jimmy Uso with 9 points, Ilya Dragunov 9 points, tied for first place in a 3-way tie for second. And Kevin Owens, LA Knight, and Grayson Waller. Carl Anderson, of course, statistically eliminated from this tournament. Next week, though, Jimmy Uso takes on Ilya Dragunov on Throwdown Monday. Kevin Owens takes on Carl Anderson as Carl looks to at least get some points on the board. But my God, Friday night, we're going to have a banger of a match as LA Knight looks to take down Grayson Waller. See what's going on there. But moving to Wednesday, we've got the Recliner League where things are a little more straightforward. Jey Uso locked in 12 points, going nearly undefeated through the whole thing. Undefeated so far. Second place, Bobby Lashley with 9. Batista holding up close behind on a 3-way. Bron Breaker, Shinsuke, and you know what we're saying. Batista Mysterio next week on Recliner League. Nakamura versus Lashley in the main event on Wednesday. And Friday night, Bron Breaker takes on main event Jey Uso as he looks to go undefeated.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Television Championship.
Here we go, folks. The main event, Bronson Reed is taking on Drew McIntyre's mystery opponent. Who's it gonna be? Kane? Maybe? All red smoke, lots of weird. Oh my God, it's Bryan Danielson, everybody. I should have known we were in Aberdeen, Washington. Something smelled a little fishy. But by God Almighty, Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon, is here on Smackdown to try and take down Bronson Reed's Colossal Television Championship run. By God, Drew McIntyre is calling out all the stops to put the fear of God into Bronson Reed. And let me remind you of something, folks. Historically, Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson, whatever you want to call him, had a 49-day run as the Colossal Television champion. Actually, the one who beat Drew McIntyre for the belt. Funny enough, way back when. Looking to prove himself here and take down Bronson Reed, set himself up. I guess a little bit of respect has been earned from Drew McIntyre and Daniel Bryan since Bryan was the one who took that belt from Drew McIntyre back in the day. I believe that was Series 2, maybe Series 3. Not 100% sure on that. But of course, we can't talk about the Colossal Television Championship anymore without this man's name. This man has got so many defenses in already. And he's got the gear now to show it. 1 versus all is what he's saying here as he's locked down that challenge to take out the historical champions of this title. It's got a new look. It's got a new vibe. It's got a new reputation as believe he's also wearing an homage to Earthquake in his gear. Colossal Bronson Reed is looking to do what he can to make sure that he is cementing himself into the legacy, into the history of this championship and giving it all the prestige that it needs. And of course, pushing himself forward to try and win that World Heavyweight Championship at the end of it all. I won't lie though, folks. He's got quite the hurdle in front of him here as we see that beautiful graphic for the Colossal Television Championship. Bryan Danielson, or Daniel Bryan, Daniel Bryanson.
From Aberdeen, Washington,
It's not someone to shake a stick at.
110 pounds, Bryan Danielson.
This man has done it all. He's become the world champion. He's done
From Black Forest, South
unimaginable things to get to that point.
30 pounds, the World Television Champion, Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed. Trying to keep that legacy alive. Doing everything that he can to do so. He's going to hand the belt off now. Charles Robinson, the referee for this match. Presenting the title to the challenger. And we're going to get this thing on the road. Ladies and gentlemen. Can't believe who Drew McIntyre pulled out of retirement for this match. I guess we'll see. The bell is rung. The two are ready. Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson, whatever his name is, starts this off strong and immediately taking Bronson Reed down to his feet. Couple of quick stomps here. Keeping control as best he can over Bronson Reed. European uppercut. Irish whip now into the corner. Chop was blocked by Bronson. Now a chop of his own back to Bryan Danielson. These two trading blows here now. Open palm slaps to the chest. Bryan Danielson comes up short with that one. Chop again. Blocked the punch from Bronson. Throws the chop. And Daniel Bryan looks like he's keeping control, but from Bronson taking the man down to the ground. Another headbutt. Keeping the offense going here. Elbow drop to the spine. Now Bronson picking Danielson up. Laying into him with a few quick blows and a spine buster. Taking him down. Off the ropes. Earthquake splash. I see now why he's wearing that gear. He's looking to pay homage to the big ones before him. And now throw in with a discus forearm. And an elbow drop for good measure to keep Bryan down. Elbow drop off the middle rope here. Impact too. Oh my god. And now snap maring him down. Thinking about something. Off the ropes. Pulling through with that cannonball. Drops the jawbreaker though. Bryan is ready for it. Big reversal headbutt to the forehead of Daniel Bryan. Bryan Danielson. Samoan drop though. And it looks like there might be running out of energy here from Bronson Reed trying to... Bryan is doing a great job at expending all of the energy from Bronson, keeping him moving non-stop as we get a power slam there, taking down Bryan. Taunting to the crowd. Bronson is looking to get things going. Power bomb. First time we've seen that from Bronson. But now Bryan getting to his feet after that power bomb attempt. Off the top, cross body. Big impact there. Bronson Reed calling for it again. Picking Bryan up. Dropping him on. Oh my god. The surgically repaired neck. Bryan had to retire for this. Kicks out at 2 though. Bryan Danielson is a sucker for punishment, folks. He is looking to do everything he can to help his friend out, but when does it come into play of his own safety? Splash there, taking him down on an elbow drop to follow it up. Off the ropes, elbow drop once again. Now Bronson going to the top, thinking colossal splash, but no, Bryan immediately to his feet once again. Grabs him, throws him down to the mat. Big knee. Another big knee to follow it up. Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon, fresh here. Hasn't wrestled now. A little bit of ring rust maybe. Might be creeping in. Oh, never mind. He gets there with these kicks in the corner. Now followed by a kick to the gut, maybe choking out Bronson here. Trying to do what he can to make sure that he can put this match away. Kicks out before the 1 count even. Got to do a lot more than this. Down for the label lock though, but he's in the ropes. Bronson gets out, grabbing the ropes. Charles Robinson thankfully calling the proper rope break on that. Wrenching the leg now, looking maybe preparing for that ankle lock, the ankle breaker move or whatever it is that he calls it. For Bryan to the turnbuckle, taunting the crowd, and Bronson tires, leaning on the ropes, but he gets a big reversal in. Boot to the stomach of Bryan. They trade legs, trade blows to the leg as he gets that heel hook in. Bronson is in the ropes though, but he's struggling, he's grabbing, he's reaching, he's trying, and he manages to get his way out. He grabs Bryan, hauls him forward, and blows him in the face with a couple of punches. Bronson has Bryan up, slams him down, senton. It's gotta be it. Gotta be thinking colossal slam, colossal. There he goes, the diving colossal slam. He hasn't hit that yet this match, but that's usually the one that sends it away. 2, 3, Bronson Reed retains his championship once again, folks. Carries on with his historical reign. 35 days now. Absolutely incredible match. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next week as we get closer and closer to Money in the Bank. And that confirms it too. Bronson Reed versus Drew McIntyre for that championship in 9 days.